So just a brief recap of what we have discussed. Dividend distance is basically two theories are there of dividend. One is the irrelevance theory and another is the relevance theory. Relevance theory says that dividend will have an effect or impact on your company's share price. Okay, so whether you declare dividend or not declare dividend, on that basis your share price will be impacted. It is known as relevance theory, and two theories are there in relevance model. One is the Walters model and the Gordon's model. And another group says that no, dividend is not relevant. You declare dividend or not declare dividend, it will not have impact on the share price of the company. It is known as irrelevance model. This is dividend is irrelevant. Modigliani-Miller hypothesis says that dividend will not have an impact on the share price of the company. This theory was jointly proposed by two experts, one Franco Modigliani and Merton Miller. That's why this theory is called as Modigliani-Miller theory or hypothesis. Okay, so two persons together came up with a research paper regarding the dividend irrelevance model in 1961. Okay, hypothesis means hypothesis is a solution to a problem faced which you have to prove. Okay, so one problem will be there. It can be social problem, it can be any problem. So hypothesis is an imaginary solution to a problem which has to be proved. So unless hypothesis is proved, it does not have any value. Otherwise, you can give any solution. No? First, you have to prove why that solution is the best compared to the other solutions, alternatives. So that's why they also said that dividend is irrelevant for company's price. It does not have an impact. But saying is not important. No? They have to prove that, and they have given their theory. So according to MM hypothesis, they say that market value of equity share is only dependent on the earning power of the company, firm's earning power. Okay, it is not influenced by dividends or retained earnings. Solely market price depends upon the earning capacity of the firm, and market value of equity share is not affected by dividends. That's why it is called as irrelevance model. And for proving the hypothesis, they have taken some assumptions. Okay, so to prove an hypothesis, you have to take assumption, but it has to be a rational assumption. So in MM question, MM hypothesis question, what we have to prove is that if dividend is declared or not declared, market value of the firm will remain the same. This is the requirement of a Modigliani-Miller question. For that, we will take one illustration. In that, we will understand whether the company declare the dividend or not declare dividend, market price or market value of the company will remain the same. So let us read this illustration. AB Engineering Limited belongs to a risk class for which the capitalization rate is 10%. So KE is 10%. Capitalization rate means KE, that is the cost of capital, and also the discounting factor. It currently has outstanding 10,000 shares are there. Number of shares is 10,000. Market price is 100 per share. Firm is contemplating the declaration of a dividend of 5 per share. So company is planning to pay rupees 5 per share as the dividend at the end of the current financial year. It expects to have a net income of 1 lakh. Earnings expected by the company is 1 lakh. and as a proposal for making new investment rupees 2 lakh. So company plans to make some new investment in projects, capital expenditure 2 lakh. Calculate the value of the firm when the dividends are not paid. So two cases. Here we will have to prove that whether dividend is paid or not paid, market value of the company will remain the same. Okay, market value will remain same, dividend paid or not paid. So understood the question properly, everybody? Capitalization rate 10%, number of shares 10,000, market price, current market price 100, dividend proposed 5 rupees per share, expected net earnings 1 lakh rupees, proposed investment 2 lakh. So we have to calculate the value of the firm if dividends are paid, if dividends are not paid, if dividends are paid, if dividends are not paid. Understood the question? Yes or no? Okay. Okay. So these are the basic details. Cost of capital 10%, number of equity share 10,000, dividend per share 5 per share, expected net income 1 lakh, proposed investment 2 lakh. So two cases are there. One case is saying that dividend is not paid by the company. Another case says that company is paying dividend. Dividend is paid by the company. In both cases, we will have to calculate the value of the firm. So first case we will study case 1. Dividend is paid by the company. Dividend is not paid. Dividend is not paid. First case is dividend is not paid. Clear? So first we will study if dividend is not paid, how we will calculate the market price of the company, market value of the company. Dividend is not paid. So what are the details given? From that we can calculate the current market price of the company, or it is already given. See, market price of the company is P0 100 per share. Current market price, that is shares selling means current market price is P0. So current market price P0 is 100 per share. Clear? So P0 formula is P0 is equal to dividend 1 plus P1 divided by 1 plus KE. This is the formula for P0 under Modigliani-Miller approach. You can see the formula here. See, P0 is equal to, that is current market price is the discounted value of the future cash flow. If you want to understand this technically, it is current market price P0 is the discounting. 1 plus KE means discounting. When we will discount the future cash flow, that is future market price after 1 year, and the future dividend, we will get the current market price. So Modigliani-Miller say that your current market price is the discounted value of the future two cash flows, that is the future market price and the future dividend declared by the company. If you will discount that to cash flow, you will get the P0. But here in this question, P0 is given. Our requirement is to find out the market value of the company. That is, after 1 year, what will be the value of the company? So P1 we can find out, no? Everything is given. So we can easily find out. P0 is P0 100. D1 is 5. No, D1 is 0 because this is a case of dividend is not paid. Dividend 0. Price is 100. No, this we have to find out, no? P1 divided by 1 plus K is 0.10. So everybody solve this equation, you will get the price. P1 you will get. So everybody solve this. 100 is equal to 0 plus P1 divided by 1 plus 0.10. So it can be like this also. 100 is equal to P1 divided by 1.10. So if you will take 1.10 there, you will get the P1, which is rupees. How much? 110. Yes or no? 110. See, P1 divided by 1.1. So you can cross multiply this, no? So P1 you will get 110. So future market price, that is after 1 year, price of the share is 110. It will become 110 if dividend is not declared. Is everybody comfortable? Yes or no? Now let us find out. This is the P1 we have calculated. That is the future market price. Now let us find out how much additional investment is required by the company. How much fund is required by the company for making this new investment. So company has a proposal that it will make the new investment 2 lakh rupees at the end of the current year, means after 1 year you can assume like that. So now let us see what is the additional fund requirement of the company. Additional fund requirement of the company at the end of the current year. Particulars, amount, rupees. Everybody tell me what is the balance available with the company? 1 lakh rupees. No, it is expecting that it will earn 1 lakh rupees. So this will be the income of the company. So this amount will be with the company. So this you can call it as earnings also. Okay. So earnings of the company will be how much? 1 lakh rupees. So this company can use it for its own purpose. This is the income of the company. Okay. Yes or no? Earnings which company is expecting is 1 lakh rupees, 1 lakh. Clear? Now, in this case, is dividend paid by the company? Dividend is not paid by the company. It will be nil. So what will be the balance amount left with the company? What will be the balance amount left with the company. Balance amount will be 1 lakh because no dividend. Now, what is the proposed investment requirement? 2 lakh rupees. Clear? So 2 lakh is the required investment. That is the proposed investment. Proposed investment. Proposed investment is 2 lakh rupees. Now tell me, company is having 1 lakh rupees, but it is planning investment of 2 lakh. So how much additional fund is required by the company? Additional funds required by the company. Additional funds required by the company. 1 lakh, no? 2 lakh it is planning to do the investment, but it is having balance of only 1 lakh rupees. So how much additional fund will be required by the company? 1 lakh rupees. Now this 1 lakh rupees, how company can raise? By issuing new shares? Yes or no? This 1 lakh rupees company can raise by issuing new shares. Now when company will issue new shares? At the end of the current year, because investment will be made at the end of the current year. So at that time, what will be the price of the shares? P1. Just now we have calculated, no? So what will be the number of shares issued by the company? P1 is 110. So number of additional shares to be issued by the company. Number of additional shares. Number of additional shares to be issued by the company. How much it will be? One lakh divided by 110. How much it will be? New shares to be issued by the company. 909 shares. New shares company will issue. Understood this part? Yes. Note down this part, everybody. Write down this much, everybody. Okay. So now, what will be the total shares available with the company? Already it is having 10,000 shares plus new 909 shares is issued by the company. So total will become 10,000 plus 909. Okay, that is, you can say like this, 10,909 shares. Correct? Now, last part of this question is we have to find the value of the company if the dividend is not declared. How we can find out the value of the company if dividend is not declared? Okay. How we'll find out the value of the company if the dividend is not declared by the company? Current value of the firm. This much already done. Then we can complete that part also. How to find out the value of the company. Okay. For that, see this formula. N into P0. N is the number of shares into P0 is equal to ND1 plus NP1 plus delta NP1 minus investment minus earnings minus dividend. Understanding anything from this formula? N into P0 means current market price into current shares. Okay. And D1 means number of shares existing into the dividend paid by the company. And P1 means number of shares into future price P1. Delta NP1 means new shares issued into P1, that is a future market price, minus I is investment minus earnings minus ND1. Understood? So instead of doing this, if you will solve using the table method, then it will be easy to understand. Let us see. Calculation of the value of the firm. This is first case we are discussing, calculating the value of the firm if dividend is not declared. So tell me how many shares are there with the company? How many shares are there with the company? Total number of shares. Number of shares with the company. 10,909 shares, no? Yes or no? Just now we have calculated, no? Total number of shares with the company. 109. P1 is how much? P1 that is the future market price, rupees 110 per share. So total value will become how much? 10909 into 110, 11,99,990. Clear? Yes or no? This understood everybody this much? Clear? Yeah. So total value is 11,99,990, or approximately you can call it as 12 lakhs. Okay. Now we have to see if dividend is declared by the company, whether value will be same or not. That we will see in the next class. Okay. So this much we will stop here. Okay. Further part of this sum we will discuss in the next class.